Look, it's just a simple thing, but you're shooting it on the day. You're going, I hope what I'm doing marries up with what Chris is going to do outside. So we're trying to do all these different things. And it might have been over a beer that we kind of said, how does this work? I remember being on that and we were pre-lighting it on a Sunday. And later on in that sequence, in the same place, basically the ships start to explode and it gradually gets nearer. And before they explode, they, jump from where they are and then jump into another place and explode. And it gets nearer and nearer and nearer. So basically, we had this set with this massive window and we had lights, and myself and Martin Grinnell, the gaffer, we spent a whole day trying to program these lights. But it was key that the timing of these lights, the color of these lights would marry up with what Chris was going to do afterwards. So there was no point in me even dreaming it up. Well, actually, I think I came to Chris and we sat down, had a chat, and was like, right, when these guys jump, what do they emit a color? Is it what would it be, or whatever it was? And then when they come, do they survive for a second and then it explodes? So we're trying to do all these different things. And it might have been over a beer that we kind of said, how does this work? But I remember doing this sequence of lights that we just did on one light and then sent it to all the other lights. And Chris wasn't around for the pre-light, but I videoed the pre-light on a white piece of card, and it was like, what do you think of this? And it's like, oh well, what if we shorten this or shorten that? And once we had that sequence, then we programmed it into the lights, and then as the camera wraps around, we'd have to make sure all the lights on this side would turn off, or whatever it might be. But it is that sort of collaboration that when you see the finished product, like that wrap around there, when I was looking out, it was just, I was looking into my lights, which was just awash with sky panels, and as we came around. So, I mean, look, it's just a simple thing, but it is, you're shooting it on the day and you're going, I hope what I'm doing marries up with what Chris is going to do outside.
Beautiful.